curious brains have been amazed by numerous mysterious writings and works throughout history. Numerous such books are written in unknown languages, and many of them contain knowledge that defies human comprehension. These volumes are written in a particular enigmatic code that has historians baffled. The majority of these works have vanished throughout time, but some have been saved and continue to fascinate occultists, historians, and cryptologists. Let's look through 10 of the most mysterious books that have ever existed. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Number 10. The Picatrix. A grimoire in the Arabic language is called the Picatrix. Written in the 10th or 11th century, the book includes information on astrology and esoteric magic. These 400 pages of the astrological theory are believed to have been written in the 10th or 11th centuries. The phrase's original title, Gayat al-Hakim, which means the aim of the sage, was written in Arabic. The book includes incantations to channel occult energy as well as spells and infamous magic recipes. Its enigmatic astrological explanations and spells have been translated into numerous languages, and occult followers from various cultures around the world use them. Blood, bodily excretions, and brain matter are combined with opium and hallucinogenic plants as ingredients in these magic spells. A handbook of talismanic magic and rigorous exposition of heavenly magic in Arabic are other names for the book. Number 9. Codex Gigas. An early 13th century monk from the Kingdom of Bohemia produced Codex Gigas, the biggest surviving medieval illuminated manuscript. Due to its enormous size and exceedingly uncommon full-page depiction of Satan, this 92-centimeter-long book is also known as the Devil's Bible. The fact that the entire book was written in a single night is what makes it so beautiful. A monk was ordered to be walled up alive for violating his monastic views, according to the folklore. He pledged to write a book to exalt the monastery in exchange for his life. He began composing the text but knew he couldn't finish it, so he enlisted the devil's assistance. In exchange for the monk's soul, the devil assisted the monk in finishing the enormous book in just one night. People claim that recreating the manuscript, and simply the calligraphy portion, would take 20 years of non-stop writing. Number 8. The Greek Magical Papyri. A book from the 2nd century BCE called the Greek Magical Papyri was composed primarily in the Greek language. The material inside the papyri dates from the hundreds BC to the 400s CE. A comprehensive guide on magic spells, rituals, formulas, divinations, and hymns is provided in the book. The papyri contains directions on how to call forth a demon, unlock the underworld, defend oneself from wild animals, and find a supernatural assistant, an entity from another realm that carries out your orders. The most well-known spells are those that allow you to see into the future or divination spells. In the 1700s, the document was discovered thanks to the antiquities trade. The Mithras liturgy is the most well-known text found among the magical papyri. The book serves as the occult community's Bible. Number 7. Codex Seraphinianus. Luigi Serafini, an Italian architect, wrote the strange encyclopedia known as Codex Seraphinianus. The book was written by him in the late 1970s, and it was first released in 1981. The 300-page book, which is cloaked in secrecy, serves as a map to a strange planet and provides descriptions and justifications for an imagined existence. The artwork in the book is surrealist, featuring severed skulls that have been transformed into various things. The book is crammed with drawings of humans, machinery, plants, animals, food, games, buildings, and humanoids. The hand-drawn engravings include peculiar games, a fruit that bleeds, trees that uproot and move, strange flowers, and many other oddities. The strange wording used in the book has led some readers to look for a hidden message, but Serafini himself claims that there is none. He simply wanted to write an original book that will inspire wonder in each reader. Number 6. The Kybalion. The Kybalion, a particular text produced by the Three Initiates, was released in 1908 by the Yogi Publication Society. The 7 earliest principles of the Hermetic concept and their foundational role in the book. The concepts in the book are well-kept secrets that have been handed down orally. Ancient sage Hermes Trismegistus learned this information from Egyptian gods. The information in the book has always been kept in absolute confidence and has been considered to be occult. The term occult in this context merely means kept secret and has nothing to do with black magic or religion. The knowledge and ideas relating to mentalism and the human experience are described in the book by the three initiates. It describes how to sway the mind and mold it to fit your desires. The Kybalion contains a wealth of knowledge about the foundations of the universe, which are still mostly unknown to humanity. Number 5. Les Propheties. Michael de Nostradamus wrote the well-known prophecy book Les Propheties in the 16th century. He was French and claimed to be a seer who foresaw the future and wrote about it in his book. Les Propheties, one of his best works, was initially published in 1555 and has never been out of print since his passing in 1601. The emergence of Adolf Hitler, Napoleon's conquests, the French Revolution, the demise of King Henry II, the Great Fire of London, the 9/11 attacks, the assassination of JFK, and other significant catastrophes are just a few of the key historical events that Nostradamus is credited with foreseeing. Les Propheties has 4 lines of rhyming verse for each of the prophecies. Many academics contend that his prophecies are essentially a collection of misunderstandings or errors in translation. Number 4. Popol Vuh. The Popol Vuh, often known as the Book of the People, is a Maya text that details pre-Columbian Mayan mythology and civilization. The Quiche Mayan language was used to write the text in the middle of the 1500s. Up until the Spanish conquest in the 16th century CE, Popol Vuh tells the story of the world's creation, the deeds of God, and the migration and settlement of the Quiche people. The hero twins, Hunahpu and Xbalanque, who would ultimately change into the sun and the moon, are mentioned in the book. The creation myth is just the sky and the sea existed at first, followed by the creation of men, women, and animals, is further discussed in the book. A priest named Francisco Jimenez discovered the book for the first time in Guatemala in the 1700s. Number 3. The Rohonc Codex. The Rohonc Codex, a 450-page document, was initially uncovered in 1838 at the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. Scholars, linguists, and codebreakers have been attempting to read the manuscript's unidentified language ever since its discovery, but not a single word has been cracked as of yet. About 90 cartoon-like images depicting conflicts and different religious themes may be found throughout the manuscript. The Rohonc Codex's text should be read from right to left, however, this is still unclear. The Rohonc Codex first appears in one of the library's catalogs in 1743. It is thought that this book was purposefully written in a sophisticated code language that even the brightest brains have trouble deciphering, rather than being an old manuscript from a long-gone civilization. The strange characters in the Codex continue to confound academics and scientists, who are left scratching their heads. The only thing we know for sure about the Rohonc Codex is that it was written on Italian paper in the 16th century. Number 2. The Book of Soyga. The 16th century book, the Book of Soyga, commonly referred to as Aldaria, is devoted to magic, astrology, incantations, and demonology. The book's author is unclear, although John Dee, a scholar who served as Queen Elizabeth I's counselor, first received it in the early 1580s. Dee tried to unlock the book's mysteries throughout his entire life. Regular Latin was used for the majority of the text, which made it simple to read. Conjurations, complex magical formulas, protection spells, and hierarchies of angels and demons were all described in several of its paragraphs. Dee never succeeded in understanding the 36 tables that made up the final 36 pages of the Book of Soyga. He died in 1609, and the book was later misplaced. In 1994, the book was rediscovered in 2 different places, the British Library and the Bodleian Library. But the Book of Soyga's enigma still stands. The author? What do those 36 tables' magical symbols signify? Nobody is aware. Number 1. Voynich Manuscript. When a Polish antiquarian book merchant by the name of Wilfrid Voynich bought the Voynich Manuscript in 1912, it was the first time anyone had ever heard of it. The 250-page text is written in odd language or unusual, unintelligible codes. Scientists and academics have proposed several theories to decode the manuscript's texts, but each of these theories has now been disproved. The book has drawings of numerous animals, humans, astrology, zodiac symbols, herbs, and maps, and is assumed to have been written in the 15th or 16th century. However, Rainer Hannig, a German Egyptologist, claimed to have cracked the code. He thought that the text had been written in a Semitic language, such as Aramaic, Arabic, or Hebrew, rather than an Indo-European one. The Voynich Manuscript's origins and significance have been obscured by the passage of time, and it continues to remain a mystery. Guys, that's all for today. Which of the listed books amazed you the most? Comment below and let us know. Also, do not forget to share your suggestions for our next video in the comments section.